be in Chicago on a rally for Syria and not come to express our support, and not only our support but our dedication to the freedom in Syria. And it's important for us to have some history and reflection. Just last year we had Bouazizi in Tunisia, which ended sending Zain al-Abidin, and we say in Arabic, اسم ليس على مسمى, لا هو زين ولا هو زين العابدين. His name is not reflection of what he did or what he does. And then we saw Egypt and Libya, and today we have another challenge in our hand, is to get one other dictator into retirement. But it seems that they have the pharaonic attitude. They don't leave the chair until they go to the grave. It seems that they have a crazy glue stuck on this chair that they use. We need to be clear that Syria will be free, and Bashar will end up in the dustbin of history, not remembered, not known. He might cause the suffering of a lot of people. He might kill a lot of his own people, but there is no going back. There is no going back. The arc of history is long, but it tilts toward justice. Even though he say he's a doctor of eyes, but he doesn't have insights. So you might have eyes, but can't actually have an insight and look and reflect upon reality and history, and to understand that dictatorship, totalitarian dictatorship, domination, control, death and destruction upon your own people will only result in you being shown the door out. And that's what we have to be clear about it. Now for America and Europe, I know they only act when there is oil is concerned. That's why the only time they like something black is which is an oil. Racism and discrimination. And we need to say to the United States and Europe that the days of thinking that your future and interest is with dictator is over. The days where your interest is with dictators is over. You have to build relations with the people. You have to build a relation based on principle. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness is not only here in Chicago, it's the principle for all over the world. And to just give it a little bit more history, it is not only the US that taught liberty to the world. We had it much, much longer than this. Umar ibn al-Khattab, when he said, متى ولدتكم لقد ولدتكم أمهاتكم أحرارا, that your own mothers have gave you birth in a state of freedom. And therefore we ask America to live to its principles. To live to its principles. And its principles is not only to go after oil. Liberating Kuwait as our gas station, that does not serve the interest of the American public or the world. So where is our interest in relations to Syria? Is it protecting Israel? Is it thinking only of the relationship of maintaining the northern Israeli border secure? Is it only thinking of the geostrategic landscape? It is time to meet our words with deeds. Meet our words with deeds. You can't say that you support the Syrian freedom by actually not giving them the weapons to fight for themselves. It is immoral to tell a person that is being bombed that you don't have the right to get weapons. That is immoral. And they don't need any UN or any type of resolution to try to support the people. Since when did America wait for the UN to do anything? Did they wait for the UN to bomb Iraq? Did they wait for the UN to go to Afghanistan? Did they wait for the UN to go and mine the harbors in Nicaragua? This is where you say it's a hypocrisy, using the structures in order to maintain, so they will weaken the freedom-loving people of Syria and also weaken the regime, so they would put their conditions on the table. We need to understand these hypocrites who come to you and speak on the speech of freedom, but essentially what they want is continued domination and control. So we said to the Syrian people that your freedom is dear to us. We want you to be liberated. We're praying for you. We're supporting you. And if you need our help, we'll continue to help you. And we tell to America, it's time for you to put your cards where they need to be seen. Stand with people, not with companies, and not with your strategic interests. Thank you.
Their struggle is our struggle. And we cannot allow it to be all on the backs of the people of Syria. They're already doing more than anyone should ever be asked to do. Not just for themselves, but for the entire people of the world. The people here, for instance, in Occupy Chicago. Many of us are faithful in our support of you, but we have to do much more. And that goes for everyone. The people of Syria's struggle is for the world. It's for Palestine. It's for Iran. It's for the people of Russia who are marching against their dictator. It's for the Chinese people. It's for everybody. And the Syrian people are the beating heart of the world at this moment in time. And we need to appreciate that, and we need to have good heart help in our world. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
السلام عليكم. وأنت يا حمص فما يبكيك يبكيني، وأنت يا درعا أيا زهرا بتشريني. قولوا لهم مسالخنا مجهزة، فمن حين إلى حين نقدم لحم أطفال ولحما لابن 90، فلا يشوى على نار ولا على آلات تسخين، فحمص لحمها يشوى على نار الهواوين. رغم كل هذا نقول كما قال ابن تيمية, one of the greatest scholars in our history, when he was in his prison, tortured, he would look at his students and he would say 2 words, إنكم منصورون, victory shall prevail. And then one of the students said, say Insha'Allah ya Imam. And the answer from the scholar was, أقول إن شاء الله تحقيقا لا تعليقا. There's a difference between Insha'Allah tomorrow I might go and shop, and Inshallah tomorrow the sun will rise. To go shop, it might happen, you leave it to Allah's wisdom and power and decision. But the sun will rise because we know this is the system that God had made. And we will say the truth shall prevail in Syria because this is the system of Allah. This is the fact that no one can block it. It does not matter how much they can kill or how many. They can demolish all houses. They can bombard whatever they want. But the Syrian people have decided there is no way back. It is all the way to freedom. It is all the way to live as human beings, able to make their decisions. And that's why we are here today. My message actually is for these young men and women, who I know probably many of you. I have few things that I would like you to keep it in mind. The Syrian matter or issue is not a national matter. It's a matter related to your deen. Syria is meant to be part of the signs of the Day of Judgment. And the preparation by Allah for such people is going to be high, for they deserve the honor where Isa alayhi salam will come down at the end of the world in Damascus. And for people to be honored to receive him, they have to be on a high level of piety and righteousness. And I see these trials and hardships as a way to prepare them for that honor, to welcome.
1957 في مدينة القامشلي في محافظة الحسكة. من أهم أهدافها ومبادئها الأولى هي كانت على الصعيد الوطني تحقيق الحرية والديمقراطية للشعب السوري، وعلى الصعيد القومي الاعتراف بالدستوري بالشعب الآشوري العايش على أرض سوريا من 7000 سنة. طبعا نحن اليوم عم نشارك بهاي المظاهرة اللي صارت، وكنا دائما مشاركين، وصارنا 13 شهر عم نشارك بسوريا. وكان من نتائج مشاركتنا هي انه تم اعتقال 13 عضو من اعضاء المنظمة الآثورية. طبعا نحن عم نشارك حتى على طول نفرجي انه للعالم كلها انه الشعب السوري واحد. طبعا انا ما كنت محضر شيء حتى احكي، يعني ما كنت متوقع انه بدي القي كلمه هون، ولكن لي الشرف اني اكون القي الكلمه اليوم. وانا بظن يعني يمكن اجت هيك احسن، لان الكلام بيطلع من القلب بيكون يعني اصح واضبط انك تيجي تالف كلام او تكتب شو بدك تحكي. فمثل ما عم نشوف هون لوحات، يعني الصليب مع الهلال هون، السيريان ار يونايتد، الفلاج العلم الاشوري مع علم سوريا. واهم من هيك نحن مانا بس موحدين بلوحات والاعلام، نحن موحدين على الارض. ففي الختام بحب اقول لكم الرب يبارككم جميعا، ورب يبارك الثوره السوريه والانتصار لثوره سوريا، ثوره الحريه والكرامه. واحد واحد واحد، الشعب السوري واحد.
واحد واحد واحد، الشعب السوري واحد.
واحد واحد واحد، الشعب السوري واحد. واحد واحد واحد، الشعب السوري واحد.
Hello. I stand here as a student at McCormick Theological Seminary here in Chicago, and we are a group of future ministers, hopefully around the city of Chicago. And we just want to say that we support the people of Syria, we stand with you, and we support a free Syria. So God bless the people of Syria.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Tyler! 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 Tyler!